Hello, everybody. Welcome. Fun. We've got some. This is the wrong spot. Yo. This is the wrong window. But this is the one that should be capturing. Video. Hold on. Capture. And should be capturing that window. There we go. Alright, there we go. All set up. So welcome. I am KB Angel. And I will be playing Pikmin 2 today as soon as my controller. Why is my controller not working? Oh. Because I didn't have... Because I was looking at the OBS and not did not have the right application center. Okay, never mind. We are now ready to go. So, last time we, on stream, we were taking a break from our Pokemon challenge runs, and we decided to play a little Pikmin 1, and I ended up blazing through all Pikmin 1 in one sitting, last night. So today, I want to continue taking a break from Pokemon challenges and do some Pikmin 2. So, we're gonna do that. I have very recently on this device played through Pikmin 2, in a very not fast or good rate of beating the entire game, all 201 treasures in 32 days. Which is not a great score. Which is not great. So my goal is to just do any amount better than that. We're going to start a new save. We're going to start right from the beginning. We're going to do what we can. Hokotate Freight is a long-haul company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet while on interstellar vacation. There, he was aided by indigenous creatures, which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hakotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Planet Hakotate. President of Hakotate Freight. Local employee, Louis. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad, quite glad, but... Sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden pick brand carrots was eaten. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. As for the rest of our loan, we have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? You brought that back as a souvenir for a kid? Treasure, money. Initiating validation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing's worth an entire 100 Pokos? It's more than a year's salary. What? There are more on that planet? They could repay our debt. Louis, you don't look alive. You must depart immediately with Captain Oliver. In our trash can looking ass ship, we return to Pikmin planet. Hey, Tall Panther! Hello! Welcome! Yes, we're continuing with the Pikmin. We beat all of Pikmin 1 yesterday, so starting Pikmin 2 today. Pikmin 2 is a longer game though, so we aren't gonna finish it in one sitting. I'm not that good. But we'll do what we can. Whatever we can get done in a couple hours, I suppose. Oh, oh no! Louis, no! That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a minute. Look. Pikmin. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them. Yes, I know controls. Thank you. Yes, I remember. I beat all of Pikmin 1 yesterday. To my side, Pikmin. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions. Yes. Throw the Pikmin. Oh, that was bad. I missed. Why can I not hit this ball? There we go. Attention, Captain Olimar, I have just re-established my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate. I'm quite interested in the details of his condition. Louis. Okay. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location or rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Yes. Right. Off we go. Oh my! What is this strange contraption? Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. Ooh. Yes. Let's press A to block a Pikmin. Nope. Boop, boop. Then. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. He's staring at me. Yes. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Oh. Alright. Yes. Alright. More seeds. Yes. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. Our onion is a Pikmin mothership. Yes. Repeatedly tapping A to pluck Pikmin. Pick the rest of the starting Pikmin. Oh! Duracell. Perhaps the subject is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because, this is where you crash-landed. How fortunate. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Yes. Camera controls. Yay! We're reunited! Captain Olimar, Louis! You are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? Yes. Controls. Oh, that needs 35 Pikmin. That is more Pikmin than I have. Just gotta get the battery. And that'll be it for today. Get to work. Olimar over here. Pick this Pikmin when they're done. $20 to lift that. Do need to get this guy in here. Alright. Alright, now we just gotta wait for the treasure, and that'll be the End of our tutorial day. Then we can get started. In action. Have a little hydration there. Come on, Pikmin. Pick up the pace. Pikmin up the pace. Go, go, go. Yeah, so that's so in Pikmin 2, so in Pikmin 1 we're just getting like, you know, generic funny spaceship parts. But in Pikmin 2 we're collecting like treasures from the planet. But the treasures are like real world objects. And it's really weird that so many of them are like real-world name brand stuff, like Duracell battery. This is just one example. There's so many other things that are just like actual, like name brand stuff. I want to know, like, was Nintendo paid to put all to put these brands in here and make them like give them names like the Courage Reactor for the Duracell battery? Because I'm not getting paid for this. For this. This is not sponsored by Duracell or anyone. They should be paying me. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. It will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me, and I'll think up catchy names for our hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will be surely joyous. However, to communicate with Hatate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. Not return to the surface until morning so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Into the ship. Blast off. Hungry Bulborb. Today's report. Courage Reactor, 280 Pokkos. Gain 20 red Pikmin. Okay. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts. So check your treasure hoard regularly. Check it often. Keep up the pace. End of day 1. So one of the cool things that they added in Pikmin 2 is every time you have seen or defeated a new enemy or creature, it gets added to your Pikopedia, and you can see, you can read notes written by the characters, by Olimar and Louie. So, like, for example, this is a dwarf red Bulborb. We killed one of those today. And we get Olimar's scientific evaluation. Although initially identified as juvenile red Bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family, a close relative of the vanilla breadbug. It escapes predation through mimicry. A unique adaptation of the red Bulborb's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptation and obfuscation by a prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. Oh, Slag's here. Hi, I should be in bed, but since I'm not yet, I wanted to wish you good luck before actually going to bed. Oh, thank you, Slag. Welcome. Glad you could stop by. Do go to bed if you need to go to bed, though. But, yes. And then Louis has his own set of notes. Namely describing how he would prepare the beast. For a blissful bisque, mince the entire beast finely and stir in with heavy cream, artichoke hearts, and a pinch of black pepper. Heat slowly until piping hot. Rich and creamy. So, yeah, that is another way we can go about it. Yep. And LMR has, of course, notes on the petal posies. Comparing it, it's, strange half-animal, half-plant species related to the Pikmin. And then, yeah. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I do think they're really cool that they're in here. And, you also get similar breakdowns on the treasure. So I can go in here and I can see the courage reactor, and we can see Olimar's journal. We've recovered our first treasure. Amazingly, the Pikmin remembered how to salvage it. I can't understand their adorable language, and I don't know what they're thinking. And I'm so happy to see them. When I crashed on this planet, the Pikmin helped me locate my missing ship parts. In my darkest hour, the Pikmin were there for me. Now that I'm reunited with them, I know everything will be alright. It will be, right? And, yeah, I just think that's a cool feature that they included. Alright. We return now to the Valley of Repose. For day 2. The first real day. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? Well, don't just come right out and say it. Come on. Be a little subtle about your exploitation. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onions. What lazy creatures! No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the engine and press A to call them out. Come on out, Pikmin. Time to slave away for our masters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, okay, one too many. That's fine. Okay, got that. There's 2 over here. Carry this one. These Pikmin are so slow. Yeah, there's petal posies over there. We'll go get the ones by Louie's crash site. Hurry up, you leafy Pikmin. That's taken care of. It's got a long way to go. Let's throw an extra Pikmin on each. Nope. Why did whoever killed that petal posy not pick up that last pellet? It's fine. We need to wait for the rest of the pellets now. can proceed forward. Alright. Crush the back. Crush the monster. And swarm! Okay, that was more effective than Pikmin 1. How many Pikmin do I need to carry this? 35. Okay, I don't have 35 with me. Come back for those. I just want to get that, the aluminum can moving. I'll throw the rest of these on the wall. Pick these Pikmin. Pick, pick, pick. Okay. Pikmin picked. Swarm these guys onto the aluminum can. Wall is almost down. Utter scrap. Absolutely. Alright. Oh, there goes the wall. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when their might is ferocious? Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Controls. I know controls. Group up. All right. Now we dive into the cave. So these little places here, these caverns, these are what make Pikmin 2 different than Pikmin 1 and also from Pikmin 3. Its computer says, interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole of the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. So, these caverns are what make Pikmin 2 different, than Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 3. The caverns, because inside the caverns, in Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 3, the primary, like, challenge is racing the clock, right? You're trying to get as much stuff done in any given day as possible. These caverns completely change that, because there's no time limit inside the caverns. You can be here as long as you want. You can take as much time as you want. But instead of having, like, puzzles and time pressure and management of that things, they instead ramp up the difficulty in terms of the monsters that are here, the bug creatures and the bosses. So it becomes more of a challenge. The caverns make Pikmin 2 more of a challenge of commanding your army of Pikmin slaves successfully in battle, compared to the sort of time management aspect, which is more central to Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 3. I like this one less because of that. Pikmin 1 and 3 I like much better as games. Not to say Pikmin 2 is bad. I like Pikmin 2. It's a good game. It's fun, and I'm going to enjoy playing through it again. But I dislike the more combat focus that it has over Pikmin 1 and 3 with the caverns. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. Yes. I am an all-purpose support pod. Yes. Alrighty then. Walk right forward. Grab this orange. How could you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Name, citrus. And another example of corporate marketing here. The actual 7-Up bottle cap. The quenching emblem. Alright. Forward, Pikmin. To the next floor. This hole appears to be quite deep. My senses indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you could adjust the camera. Yes. To the next floor! Merchant's Cave, sublevel 2. Final floor. Right, this is the tutorial cabin. Oh. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet, as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used as something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that not even 100 red Pikmin will be able to lift it. Indeed, such a massive object would take 101 red Pikmin. But that is impossible. How will we ever lift something that takes more than 100 Pikmin, when the onion will never let us have more than 100 Pikmin at once? Surely it must be impossible. I'll have to leave the treasure for now. Swarm over these corpses. Grab that body. Go. Now what are these? They look like candy pop buds, but they're purple. Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. I don't know, they look like they look like they're just staring as blankly and dumbly as ever to me, computer. But if you say so. Oh my, what have we here? They look like Pikmin, but of a new shade. Never before seen. Behold! The majestic purple Pikmin. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair, and it is quite stocky. Seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Alright, let's pick the rest of these purple Pikmin. Now we got our little sumo boys. Alright. Come forth, purple Pikmin. I love my purple Pikmin, but they are so slow. Behold, the purple Pikmin. They count as 10 Pikmin for carrying things. Because they are so mighty. And then we'll throw these guys on there to make this go a little faster. Alright. Now we can get our piece. And return to the surface. Let's fight. There we go. $200. A spherical atlas. Behold. Well, technically it's a hemispherical atlas, not a... But I suppose let's not quibble over the name. And there is a device resembling a microchip embedded in a sphere. Retrieving data. I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did receive new geographical charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Now that we have this new data, we should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Alright, so with that, we are done in this cavern. We can go on to the next area. This is one of my favorite small features of Pikmin 2, is that if you have a majority of red Pikmin in your party when you're in the cavern, they'll hum the Luigi's Mansion theme. The song that Luigi goes. Yeah, Geyser takes us back to the surface. Yeah, we get alright. We're good. To the surface. Cave complete. Alright. We got a total of 502 Pokos today. Over 900 so far. Of our $10,000 debt. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data and that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Yay? Olimar and Louis, since we will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable! You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Today's report. We got a lot of money. We got Pikmins. We've got mail. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hakatate Savings and Loan, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So, ha! Okay, new area. The Awakening Woods is now available. Down. Alright, lot to do today. Ah, good morning. It should please you to know that the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hall. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Why is this shit ticklish? Stand in the ring of light below me and press A to call the purple Pikmin out. Alright, let's take a look at our map. We've got some stuff to do today. I think we should probably try and focus on Is it possible for us to get our blue Pikmin today? I think so. It shouldn't be too difficult. If I remember correctly. It's been a while. That's wrong. It hasn't been, but I just don't remember. First things first, though. Let's try and flowerize some of these guys. Louis, has Olimar instructed you on the peculiarities of the Pikmin creatures? The Pikmin form groups based on color when disbanded with X. Yeah, I know. I thought you were gonna Pluck that grass. Faster! Whoa. Flower Pikmin. The Pikmin that drank that yellow nectar instantly matured into Flower Pikmin. It appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar. How intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate Louis. Oh no! You wasted it! No. Okay. That's good enough. Sure gross. Purple Pikmin. Something like that. Alright. Yeah, let's try and grab that strawberry today. Because that should be quick and easy to do. Before we head up to the blue Pikmin spot. Grab a purple Pikmin and bonk into submission. Throw a purple on that. Throw some reds on that. Oh, I forgot there's a black wall here. I should have started with that. Okay. Sunseed Berry. 10% of debt recovered. 10% of the way there. Astounding! This red berry contains an ultra-spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me another specimen. More Pikmin on the wall. And there we go. With the 10th Ultra Spicy Berry. Get Ultra Spicy Goo. Controller, my research on the red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. And behold, the Ultra Spicy Spray. Though it is untested, I believe it will have spectacular results. Spray it on all of your Pikmin by pressing the down on the down button. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Right. Excellent. Not really anything to do but wait for that wall to get down then. Suppose I can walk through that water, but it's not much. There we go. Get his face. Got it. Hold on. I need you. If I need 200, then yeah, I need more. I don't have enough Pikmin. I need more purple Pikmin. In order to go that way. Okay. These flowers gonna. This one. This one is. In that case, so I just need more purple Pikmin. Might as well send these guys back. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get those berries going while we continue exploring. Yeah, there's a cave up there. I think that's where we need to go next. But before we do that... Oh yeah, that's a poisonous wall. We can't go that way, actually. Alright. Yeah, there's literally only one direction we can go, and that's into that cave. That's annoying, but alright. Nice. Gather our Pikmin and prepare to dive into the cave, I guess. Ooh. Olimar, we have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting. It now seems that the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Didn't you note that no more than 100 Pikmin will venture onto the planet at once? But I currently observe only 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? I mean, that would make sense, I guess. Come on. Let's get this, those ultra spicy berries in. And alright. Let's dive into that cavern then. Oh, berries we grew already. I need yellow Pikmin to get that down, I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's see. Games Idea Maker. Pickled Man 2. Yep. Welcome to the stream. Biological sensors are reacting violently. Readings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin. But my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? Yes. How do you not know? Surely my records indicated red Pikmin are fire-resistant. And welcome, yes. Yesterday on stream we played through all of Pikmin 1 and as taking a break from my Pokemon challenges, which is what I normally would be streaming this time of the week. But I wanted a break, so I played some Pikmin instead. And so today we started Pikmin 2. I don't know how we definitely won't beat it all in one sitting. I'm not that good. But we'll do what we can for at least a couple of hours. Stream. Swarm all these sugar grubs. Almost got away. Regroup Pikmin. And get these guys. Alright. Carry back the D-pad. Hey, nobody got eaten in all that. That's good. Grab that. Sure there's nothing down this passageway. The Stone of Glory. Wonderful. Regroup, Pikmin. And you as well. There we go. Next floor. Delve deeper. Sublevel 2. Let's see. Let's start by breaking some of these eggs and flowerizing the rest of our Pikmin. Okay, I got most, but not all. Still got some leaves left. You one loser. Why did you not get it? Fine. You're just gonna have to go without. Ooh, more purple flowers. Okay. Definitely want to increase our purple numbers. We need at least 20 for the I guess we don't need at least 20, but we need more than we have for the bag back on the surface. It takes 200 Pikmin weight to crush. Okay, there's the path to the next floor. I don't think there's anything else to do on this floor. It's just a resting floor. Oh, you know what? There was that other egg, though. And now we've got a lot more flowers, or leaves. Not flowers. Opposite flowers. Break that. Okay. Now I feel better. Onward. Except for that one red Pikmin didn't get any nectar again. I guess the other Pikmin must just bully him. Next floor. Little hydration from the invisible water bottle. Sub-level 3. Right, got some flame jets here. Unfortunately, this time, or in Pikmin 2 at least, I can break these. Not an option Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 3. Called too early there. Domino piece in there to grab. Okay. Guess we should just swarm as many Pikmin onto this as possible. Just do this quickly. I think that's everything to do here. I turned around. The Strife Monolith. I don't know what's so strifeful about dominoes, but okay. Cosmic Archive. Okay. That's everything for this floor. To the next. Sub-level 4. Okay, that's a problem. Let's deal with that Bulborb first. Let's get behind him, sneaky like. And purples pound him into submission. Easy. Alright. Grab this. That creature. The Dream Architect. Game & Watch. What do we have over here? purple flowers. Okay. Sure, I'll take 5 more purple Pikmin. Why not? And there's a playing card. Let's grab that nectar while they move the playing card in. Or use purple Pikmin. Okay. Nintendo brand playing gun. A luck wave. Alright, and that's everything for this floor. To the next. Let's walk around that fire. And delve deeper. Well, we shall delve ever deeper and more greedily. Ah, speak of the devil, tell Nightmare. Welcome. How's it going, Hell? I don't believe I've seen you around the last, little while. Final floor. Oh, right. Now we have to fight Empress Blacks. No. Oh, that was close. That was almost disastrous. Okay. Oh, you're on your sister's sofa. I understand. I understand. Well, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Yay! Mission accomplished. Grab the radar. How bizarre. This device is emitting black light. Must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hakotate cannot come soon enough. And grab the Empress's body as well. And then your headphones die. You can't do anything but stay in silence. Oh, that is tragic. Very sad. I understand. Being without headphones at a place where you don't want to inconvenience anyone. Prototype detector. This contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure. Wonderful. Alright. So this is that floor complete. And that should be this dungeon complete. To the surface. Right. Cave complete. And 20% of the debt complete as well. Turn to the Awakening Wood. 20% of debt recovered. Alright. Oh! Where did you guys come from? I already killed all those share grabs over here. I guess I missed it. Oh. The berries are no longer grown. Very strange. They were ready to harvest when I went underground. How long will we down there? Right. Bag is crushed. Oh, swim their face! Oh, that's right, we need yellow Pikmin in order to get blue Pikmin. Okay, yeah, so we can't go there yet. I forgot the order we got them in. Now we have the next cave. Astounding! My metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down there? If you find trouble, press start pause to contact me. Press R on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot and make room to carry Louis and the Pikmin to safety. Yeah, so this is where we're gonna unlock white Pikmin. So we will do that. Present. This purple Pikmin seems to be having a brain issue. There we go. Gonna gather a set of spicy berries as well before we proceed. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the ones that were already on that flower. Once we have our whole Pikmin team together, we'll go down to the white Pikmin hole. Do I want to have 25 purple Pikmin with me though? That's a lot. Yep, let's keep 5 purple Pikmin safe back in the ship. And so we'll just have 20 purple and 75 red. Because we're going to be having to convert some of these red into white when we get down there. So, there's a little more wiggle room. Into the cave. Saving. This one's white flower garden. There's the way to the next floor. Anything over here? Just one more Pikmin onto this. It moves faster. Kiwi brand shoe polish. Not sponsored. Alien billboard. I suppose that's accurate. Alright, to the next floor. Game has been saved. Sub-level 2. Fiery blowhogs. I don't know. How effective will purples be? Will I be able to just stun lock this guy? Maybe if I had been consistently throwing purples, but it changed on me halfway through. Petrified heart. Yeah, that was kind of clumsy. But at least nobody died. Let's carry that. Okay, so here's a difficult situation. This guy. I don't want him throwing my Pikmin forward off it. There we go. We want to go stand by the hole to the next level. Louis gathers the Pikmin. And I take a sip of water. Dr. Pepper. Also not sponsored. The Drought Ender. To the next floor. Delve ever deeper. More greedily. Till we strike Balrog. If we're lucky. Level 3. Okay. This floor seems so uncertain. Ah, wait, here we go. Here are the white flaps. Oh. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm, but it acts as a kind of hothouse for foliage. What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. I mean, they look exactly like the purple Pikmin flowers we've already encountered twice before, so I figured. Alright, let's pick them. Oh. Fog-eyed little things. Poison breath. Hey, Mark the Merchant, welcome! Welcome, first time chatting, how are you doing? What's going on? We are playing Pikmin 2. We're only in like the third day. It's very early in the game so far. Yesterday we played through all of Pikmin 1 just in a blaze through it consistently, one sitting. So today we're just gonna play for a couple hours of Pikmin 2, just see however far we get. We just got white Pikmin, so incredible! A white Pikmin. It is tiny, but it looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are an unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data recorded on this type of Pikmin is a blank page. A certain captain never documented them. I didn't encounter them in Pikmin 1. It's not my fault. We must experiment to make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. Alright, first we gotta pick them. Alright. Now, chat. If you are unaware, white Pikmin have a few features. 1. They are immune to poison clouds. 2. They are poisonous and damage monsters when they are eaten. And 3. They can find buried treasure. What that has to do with being poisonous, I don't know. And yes, I have played this before. In fact, I beat it recently off stream. I just felt like playing it again. So yeah, I've played through all the Pikmin games multiple times. I'm not a speedrunner or nothing. I'm not gonna blaze through it, and I'm not gonna do a no-death run either. But, I'm pretty good, I think, and it'll be fun to play at least. Amazing! The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allow them to sense objects buried in the dirt. And now that the treasure is unearthed, we can start digging it up. A no reset run? Oh, yeah. That's... Well... That's probably the case, yeah. I don't know. If a boss, like, completely wipes me out, I might reset that floor. But... You know, for the sake of the stream, probably not. If I were playing casually, I probably would if, like, something catastrophic happened. But usually I just roll with whatever mistakes I make. So, you know, that's probably the case. That's probably what I plan to do. Because I will make mistakes. I will accidentally get a 50 Pikmin run over by a boulder or something at some point. It'll happen. It'll happen. And we'll just have to suffer. Oh. Grab that nectar for all these white Pikmin. There we go. Alright, next floor. There are. I haven't played any of the mods though. But probably after I play through this, I'm thinking I might check out some of those. I don't know if any of them are any good. I'll have to do my research. If you've played any and you can recommend them, I would certainly appreciate being directed towards the quality ones. Yeah, that's something I do plan to look into. Mostly I'm just super excited for Pikmin 4. Clear out all this poison gas. There's past the next floor. Alright, we don't have the ability to show treasure on the map yet. Mushrooms treasure. First, let's take care of that poison cloud. Over there. Doesn't look like it. Swarm that. Aww. Is that the only thing on this floor? Toxic toadstool. Yeah, same. I definitely intend on, there is another treasure in the next area. I think we can just go around. Don't worry about that one poison cloud. here. And throw some Pikmin up on there. Ball them. C-stick them around. And come on, stick. There we go. Get the treasure back. Oh no. Challenge mode? Is there a hard mode to the story? I know that there is there's like challenge stages. Is there a hard difficulty? I was unaware Pikmin 2 had one. Right now we're just doing the story mode. Now Pikmin 3 has a hard mode and ultra spicy difficulty they call it. I don't mean to spice up everyone. Oh, am I going to do the challenge stages? Maybe. If I feel like it. I haven't done them... Well, I did do them way back when Pikmin 2 was new. I haven't played them since. That might be fun, though. Just more to do. I've actually only played it on the Switch. When it came out on the Wii U, I always thought like, oh yeah, I like Pikmin, I should play that. But at the time, I had a Wii U even. But at the time, I just wasn't playing any video games because I had a job that was miserable and I hated it, and I never had time or energy to do things, so I didn't. I no longer have that job, but I have played it. I have played Pikmin 3 Deluxe on the Switch. When I purple flowers on Pikmin 2, on as many stages as I could, I don't think I was ever able to get all the purple. I was never able to get all the purple flowers. Oh. I'm missing. Okay, that was bad. Come on, regroup. Move back. Nice. Let's see. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is good, but it feels a little less polished than the original. Well, I never played the original, as I said, but I did play Pikmin 3 through on hard and then on ultra spicy on the Switch. I mean, they may have been slapped on. I'm not exactly. Were the new additions just were the new additions the Olimar and Louis stages? Was that new content in the Switch version? Well done, Captain Olimar. You defeated that freakish half-bird, half-serpent hybrid. Oh no, don't tell me. The treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. They may have been, if I'm correct, and that was, and all of the, Olimar and Louis stages. Olimar and Louis missions, the co-op mode, the difficulty modes, and the badges. I see. Yeah, the Olimar and Louis stages might have been less exciting than... I don't know, I had fun trying to platinum all of them, get the platinum medal in each. I enjoyed it. And I've been enjoying working through the challenge stages in Pikmin 3. I haven't actually finished them all yet, but I've been doing them, recently off stream. And I'm having fun trying to get all the platinum medals and on the various stages. I've gotten pretty good on all the fruit collecting stages. I only got like 2 more, I think, in order to platinum. The material looks comfortable, and we use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Seam test conclusive. Cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press and hold the X button to take a nap. The challenge stages are a lot harder, so going from challenge stages to the Olimar and Louis missions felt like a bit of a downgrade. Oh, yeah. I could definitely see that. The Olimar and Louis stages definitely are they're at a difficulty level where clearly they're like meant for everyone to finish and platinum, whereas the challenge stages are challenging. It took me probably a dozen attempts on a couple of them to get platinum. The challenge stages that is. But the Olimar and Louis stages were, I think maybe one of them took me 2 tries. They were pretty easy. So I could definitely, in my case, I did those before I did the challenge stages because I never played the Wii U version. So for me, it felt like a very natural progression from the story mode to the Olimar and Louis stages to the to them doing the challenge mode at the end. But I can certainly imagine if you've already done the challenge stages and then you go and do these, and it's like, oh well, that was very quick and easy. I could definitely see that, yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see. We need to put these white Pikmin on one of these walls. I think we're gonna do this one first. I don't know if if the few white Pikmin I have are gonna be able to finish that wall in the remaining daylight, but we'll get as much done as we can, I guess. Usually no. I should leave one of my captains over here to regroup, to call all those Pikmin at the end of the day. Well, we get as much ultra spicy spray as we can before the day is over. And I guess we'll grab those. And grab that. Oh yeah, there's a treasure buried in one of those pots. I could have got that with my white Pikmin today. Oh well. Getting the wall down is important too. Oh, what's this? Olimar, Louis, the sun will be setting soon. All the pictures to you. Oh, okay. Yes. Dangerous creatures come out at night. I know. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Let's pick those Pikmin before the sun sets. Hurry, white Pikmin! Finish the wall before the sun sets! Yeah, okay, maybe they won't. Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I definitely think I will, do the challenge stages at some point. I'm not gonna do them tonight. But yeah, that would be fun, I guess. That would be fun to do. Alright, perfect timing. I mean, you didn't get to close the things, but the wall's down. That's the important part. Alright, that day could have got, we cleared 2 dungeons, I guess. That's fine. That's good enough. It could have certainly been a better day. I would have loved to have gotten the globe in the same day, but, eh. There we go. Levels increasing. You've got mail. How's progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Be sure to hold R occasionally for a close-up view of the action. I won't be able to see anything if I zoom in all the way, Mr. President. You don't know what you're talking about. Stop micromanaging me. Alright. We are now going to... I think we're going to do one more day, before we end the stream for tonight. And we're just going to try and get as much stuff from the surface of the Awakening Wood as we still can. Obviously, with the hemisphere as our first priority. Ooh. What? Good morning. The white Pikmin are lodged with the purple ones in my hall. Okay. Fair enough. Yes. Alright. So we're gonna need our white Pikmin for today. And we will take our purple Pikmin as well. 20 of them at least. Leave some in reserve. And then we're gonna need the rest in red. We'll take the rest in red. Okay. Alright. And... No, you don't. No eating my berries. You eat it. Get him. Okay. Red Pikmin. Take those bodies back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty sure that was a miscount, but whatever. Pretty sure, still sure I need yellow Pikmin for that one up there, so we'll just keep going this way. Back to what we were doing. White Pikmin, clear our path. Okay. Then wake up that thing. Wake it up. Oh. Please, cutscene, don't interrupt me while I'm fighting monsters. What are my Pikmin 4 predictions? That is a good question. Obviously, like, each Pikmin game has had you controlling, more leaders, right? Pikmin 1, you have one leader, Pikmin 2, you have 2, Pikmin 3, you have 3. But I feel like controlling 4 people at once might be a tall order. Unless they vastly improve, like, the ability to, like, what you can do with the Go Here command. So, I don't think that we'll actually get that. But we might get is a larger number of captains to choose from, and then maybe, in addition to the Pikmin having different abilities, different leaders will have different abilities. Or different things they can do, or different strengths and weaknesses. I don't know if I want that, but that's an interesting idea. That is the first thing that comes to mind when I think about what they can do differently than Pikmin 4. Other than that, obviously there's going to be some new types of Pikmin. There's no way of predicting what those will be. So, I mean, I could come up, I could do some game design and design my own Pikmin 4, but that's not what you asked. You asked for predictions, and I don't know. I guess my prediction will be there'll be more than 3 captains, but you'll only have a limited number of them at a time. Maybe only 2. You might have 4, and you have to pick 2 each day. Something like that. Or maybe 3, and you've got 6 to choose from? I don't know. Something like that. Fascinating. This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. Yes, new planetary data. Oh, good. They killed it while the cutscene was going on. Alright. So I have a different poison wall I need white Pikmin to be breaking through. So we're gonna throw everyone else on building this bridge. Everyone else on building this bridge, while we take the white Pikmin over to the other wall. That white Pikmin got stuck. So they killed the baddies over here, so that should be clear. Oh, they finished the bridge already. Okay. Ooh. Can't really do anything over that way, can I? Because there's just water over here. Yeah, nothing to go in that direction. Think. Okay. Is there anything else I can do then other than the other side of this wall? Need blue Pikmin to go over there. Well, I guess I can throw... Can I throw Pikmin up there and then I walk through the water? Yeah, I guess I could do that. So I can throw a Pikmin up there, and then I can... Can I walk through that water, or is there something... Or do I need to build a bridge? I'm gonna check it out. So we might be able to get something else done today. How's that wall going? Still 2 more stages. Yeah, no, I can't I can't walk up here. I can't get up to the top, next level, until I have blue Pikmin to build that first bridge. Okay. Not much else I can do then. Okay. Geographic projection. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmise, the chip contains additional geographical data. The data has been inputted into my database. I shall call it the survey chart. Alright. Hold on. 30% of debt recovered. Wrong Pikmin. Okay. First, let's take the non-purple Pikmin onto that platform. We'll use Olimar to throw purples up there, and then have all the Pikmin fall off. That wasn't part of the plan. Okay. Well, that wasn't perfect. But we got some Pikmin up here. That's important. We'll grab the dice. And I guess we'll spend the rest of the day building up our collection of bitterberry spray. Come on, Pikmin. These Pikmin are being done. Chance totem. Oh. Astonishing! This purple berry contains an ultra-bitter essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me another specimen. Alright. So we need yellow Pikmin to get into there. Yellow Pikmin I need to get into there. Blue Pikmin I need to go that way. Really, that's all we can do today. So I think we'll just spend the rest of today gathering berries. Mar. Here. There. Spawn the bitter plant again. I never even think to use the spicy spray, so I don't know why I bother, but I don't know. It just feels wasteful to just end the day, you know? There we go. Captain Oliver, I have completed my research on the purple berries you discovered. Behold, the ultra bitter spray. It's untested, but I believe it will be highly effective. Approach enemies and press up to spray them. If necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray for 10 berries. Nice. Man. Oh, shit. I completely forgot. There's another treasure we could recover today. I forgot about the one over here. Shit. Oh, we have time. Oh. Leave the flint beetle. Leave it alone. There's no time. There's no time! Completely forgot that there's a treasure over here. That's buried in the ground. Now that we have wet Pikmin, we can get it. Nice. The Pilgrim Bowl. Don't know why you would call it that, but okay. Looks like we can get one more set of spicy berries. Nope. And another 5 bitter berries. Come along, you two. Alright. Oh. Well, okay. I was gonna say, we'll just call it there. But then these regroup. So we'll grab those. Alright. That's 34 of the Pikmin. That's 61. Okay. That's all of them. Alright. yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and end day then. Press yes. End of day. Alright. That was a pretty successful little endeavor. Good night. Yep. We're gonna wrap up the stream here in just a minute. So good night to you. But yeah, let's see. As we say goodnight, everybody, I do want to go ahead and remind everybody you can follow us over on Twitter for all of our to be announced to get all the announcements about all the things that we do and our schedule when we remember to post it. The next stream that we have will be on next Monday. Will be our D&D stream. Where we will be playing the Sun and Shadows campaign with some other VTubers. Then next week, I guess we'll probably be playing Pikmin 2, continuing this, or we might go back to our Pokemon Violet challenge. I'll put a schedule out and commit to what days I'm doing what next week, this weekend. So of course, give us a follow over on Twitter to be announced about all the things that we do. And also consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. YouTube subscriptions are free, of course. Trying to get to 100 followers on YouTube so that I can get a custom URL instead of that jumble of letters. And a lot of my gaming streams and all of my D&D streams get archived over there. And then, lastly, as my full-time job, I'm actually a professional dungeon master. I run D&D for a living. And I have games with empty seats. If you'd be interested in playing D&D with me, with a professional dungeon master, you can check out what spots I've got available over there on startplaying.games. So, with that, we're gonna go ahead and say good night to stream. Good night, chat, and I will see you next time.